So the camera just stopped, so I'm going to redo this. Welcome to the full moon. It might stop again at 5 minutes. Maybe that's all we need, but this time I'm going to do this really quickly. I was talking about how, it's challenging, and a lot of us are finding it extremely challenging at the moment. Here is Willow the Wisp. He is not finding it challenging. He is snoring quite loudly, so if you hear a weird breathing noise, it's not me, it is Willow the Wisp. So without further ado, I recognise we are all at points in our life where we've been shedding the old, and it really feels like a time of going within, which is a good time to do it. All the cards and what I've looked at are really talking about being authentic and pausing and needing to reflect. Also having a bit of fun. So it's the two things. It's like light and dark, you know, light and shadow, and it is very much a period of waiting and hoping for the light to return with the winter solstice. But then we're right in winter, so it's cold, so we have to do things to raise our spirits as well as use the time to prepare. So Aspen, from the Celtic, or the Owen, where's the thing? The Owen Grove. So I'm just learning really. It uses all the Druid trees and plants rather than the traditional 13. So there's a lot to kind of learn, but I love it. So at the moment we're in this time of the Aspen, which is, and I love the way he writes it, a light in the dark. Aspen is the tree of the spirit realm. Rods made of aspen were used to measure bodies for burial. It is psychopomp tree. It's a tree that guides souls to the spirit realm. So it's a really interesting for this time, because I think it's a time when the dark really heightens all our senses, but also our sixth sense and our intuition. So if we want to kind of banish fear, but really tap into not only our the truth in our hearts and in our gut, but we'll find a lot of things have come up that are kind of like ghosts of winter past. They're the same situation or challenge, but in a different form, and it's like a process of what have I learnt, and am I dealing with this differently? And I've had a lot of those challenges myself recently, and them reflecting back at me kind of the views I've had about myself, or the things that I need to break free of in order to move forward. And so it's not like a hamster wheel, it's like a circle, a wheel that is moving all the time. So you might feel as you go backwards that you're going backwards, but actually you're getting momentum to move forward, and you're just gathering your strength. The dryad of the tree reminds us that all things die, and that spirit is close, but also that our spirit is eternal. So there is no death, but from that death comes renewal. So it's an interesting time at the moment. And the full moon in this, and what I'm studying, what I'm looking at in this teaching, the full moon is now in Hazel. So it's the opposite sign almost. So Gemini, Sagittarius. In astrology, we are in the time of Sagittarius now, which I love. My moon is in Sagittarius, but I feel a little bit, it's interesting. I think it's the Gemini working with the Sagittarius. I actually feel like I put my foot in it all day. I don't feel articulate. I feel worried about what I'm going to say. And Sagittarius can be very forward and you know, not waiting for answers really, you know, like rushing forward, and preferring to like apologize rather than to be stopped from doing something. Anyway, Hazel, gorgeous. There's a lovely bit in here where it says intuition, so it's a great time, and it goes so beautifully with its opposite sign, if you like, of the whole going within and the spirit being close, developing your intuition, but also using the Gemini's air sign, the very sharp thinker, to think beyond illusions, see the outer world as a reflection of the inner. So we're creating what we imagine. The nuts of this tree, like its wisdom, offer numerous benefits supporting both body and mind. So if you can nab a few hazelnuts, feed your soul and your body. There's lots of little mythologies and little stories about hazel. It's a beautiful thing. And one that popped out as well is this, and I've been seeing a lot of stories, and white hearts, white deer has been featuring a lot all around me, and it's, for me, it's a reflective, it's like a symbol. It means quite a lot to me, about following your dreams, about honouring nature, about protection, and this is all about a quest. So following our dreams and it's more than dreams, and it's not about material things. It's actually about an authentic search for truth, almost, and our authentic self. And look what came out of the beautiful Celtic spirits, the white stag. And I promise you, I did not make that happen. It happened. And this is shape-shifting support and other world. And in this deck, white stag leads you into the inner world, or into the underworld, if you like, the lower world where spirit is, but also the inner world of our own personal quest. And the idea of when we take on too much, and this time of year we can feel really burdened, is to accept help and ask for help, whether that be in spirit or whether that's literally, and knowing that we can adapt to different things that challenge us, but also that the white stag is like an energy of support. And is it in this one? Oh no, I was thinking there were will-o-wisps. Another card, there's loads of will-o-wisps, like the cat, namesake for my cat. Yeah, so have a look and see what you feel as well when you look at these cards. And you won't believe it. You won't believe it, but I pulled an animal card because I feel like a sort of shamanic journey would be good. And I got deer, pathfinder. But this is like a gentle, trust your instincts to guide you through the situation. So this is all about not getting lost in those negative thoughts or allowing our brains. So part of me doing this for you is that I am actually just letting go of those thoughts that were stopping me. I didn't really, I was procrastinating. I didn't really want to do it. I feel very low energy. But actually in the doing, it's stimulating my own intuition and everything. And so I'm feeling much more in tune, knowing that we're part of all one. So we can learn and connect with so many things in nature, through the trees, through animals, and through the symbols that come to us as messages from spirit and our higher self. So really be open to all the kind of signs that come at the moment. There'll be a real strong message for you. And I love this, that deer in its very gentle form as well as its leadership form. So we have the stag, and we also have a more gentle feminine side of deer too. And Pathfinder is really about going within and using all your intuition and instincts, but not so much like the learned instincts, the kind of panic that, you know, our nervous system going into panic to protect us all the time. More a deeper wisdom, and that can be through working with the other realms as well. And we can only do that when we pause. So even just pausing for a minute a day, just to check in and seeing where the uncomfortableness is, or seeing what comes to you, that's when we get the guidance. Right, so I do have more cards, believe it or not. I just kind of go on. I really love this deck, and I did think that we would get the White Heart again after all that, but we got 10 of Boons. We need to be around our tribe. So there's a time for being alone, and there's a time for using that to seek out your own tribe, those you resonate with. It's really important for human beings, and it's a time of festivities, but sometimes for us, we are not around people that we resonate with, or people that we've been around for years and years. We just kind of doesn't feel quite right anymore because we're evolving, but people are all kind of on their own paths, aren't they? So in order to be the pathfinder, sometimes being around people that really understand you. And I love this card because there's a giant wolfhound underneath. There's people just celebrating, singing, dancing, doing creative things together, bringing people together in community. And that can be online, but actually, you know, another message of the white stag is just to switch off. And I think that was part of my is it resonance? No, reticence. Sorry, God, I've had a problem communicating all day, and it's a blooming Gemini full moon, so it should be like I should be communicating so well, but I'm just like, I'm overthinking things basically. So I need to just get in the zone. Reticence about doing this at all, but here I am, forgetting my stream of thought then. Right, just let me do this for a second, put some more light on the situation. Oh, not much.
I'm not a songwriter, I'm not a sex symbol.
Sorry. I was going to play some music, but it's an advert for a film called Song Sung Blue. It looks like a good film, actually. Anyway, this is what's happening. Getting distracted. Look it up. Oh, flip, I'm going to have to, because I'm just going to put some music on, but I'm just going to have to play it until it goes. Good actors. Right. The other two cards that surround this are Three of Spells and the Keeper of Spells. The element of fire and creativity and action that surrounds the Ten of Boons, which is like the Ten of Pentacles. It's like everything you've wished for. It can also be inheritance and things like that, but in this card it's so much about finding your tribe, whatever they are and in whatever form. And these two are quite solitary, so it means you don't lose yourself when you're in your true tribe. You don't have to veer off your path when you are in the company of people that get you. And this is a seeker. She is going into the forest without fear, knowing her own true strength, seeking out the magic plant, so following the light that her soul is showing her, following her inner intuition and guidance. She got something in her hand there. Can't see what that is. Flipping out. That's what happens when you do stuff in the dark. Oh no, just lots of vines. Ivy, which is obviously about endurance in one's and everlasting, and about using all your resources. So is this you having to do things that maybe might have caused you fear in the past, but actually the reward is immense by following the passion and the creativity and your manifesting your dreams by doing, stepping out of the comfort zone. And this is gorgeous. These are walnuts, and it's an old folklore kind of thing where you'd fill walnuts with candle wax, and these are the will-o'-the-wisps. Yeah, I remember them in a card, and you put your wishes in with them. So maybe tonight, or when you hear this, do something that carries your wishes out into the world. So these are traveling in water, and eventually they'll either burn or go into the water, which both symbolize kind of empowering it, but going into the spirit world, into the underworld. There's a lovely little, oh, here it is. I'm going to have to do this by candlelight. Walnut shells filled with beeswax and magic are set alight and released upon a forest stream. Fire gives energy to the magical intention, and releasing it to the flowing water sets the spell in motion. The flames will burn until the wax is consumed, and then the tiny boats themselves will burn or sink. Their actual destination doesn't matter. Symbolically, it's the sea or the other world, and whatever wishes go when they are released. It's the intention and the releasing. Will-o'-the-wisps fly down to accompany the boats, drawn as always by the power of fire magic. This card invites you to become a cloaked magician, casting a new spell, following the movement of the fire boats on the dark water, and envision your own project gathering energy. Whatever you launch now has an excellent chance of success. The beginning of a new enterprise, putting your creative energy out into the world and watching to see what comes of it. And I am actually with my new friend, Chunye. So Chunye is a yoga instructor, laughter and restorative yoga. So we are putting out to the world a new online offering. So it's like an advent calendar, but of magical videos and messages to bring us into like tips and rituals and breathing and exercises, but very short little chunks. So like a chocolate advent calendar that you receive from the winter solstice to the 1st of January, 12 days of solstice. Do you like the play on words? Solstice. But it's a chocolate box that once you get to the end, to January the 1st, you can go back and nibble on those videos again as long as you want. They're yours. But you get one each day, and will alternate between my kind of magical card reading, meditations, Reiki energy attunements, less than 5 minutes each one, so you can just tap into them when you've got that 5 minutes, and then you can build them up if you want to as well. So there are a lot of messages there, but they all really are about us getting out of the, like, using our minds to in a clear way, using the Gemini kind of full moon to not overthink, but to be clear about what we want, but also using all our intuition, our connection to spirit and others to keep going, to follow that path, to come back home to ourselves. So I'm just going to put some music on. Please don't go into another film advert. We'll see what the next film is. Very briefly. This is longer than I meant it to be. I'm just going to... Okay, so it's just going to be a very short meditation to bring you into your special place inside. I'm just going to hold my heart's space and my solar plexus. Just breathe. I'm just going to put the candle in front of here so you have something to focus on if you don't want to shut your eyes. Or think about the light returning and what that light is for us. What would we place in our walnuts that are our wishes that are heading out to be ignited by not only our own actions but by spirit, and what are we letting be released on this full moon? Maybe just gaze on her if you have access to see her where you are, or imagine her glowing as if she's right here in the room with you. You can almost touch her aura. What is Luna? What is this Gemini full moon come to shine on? What is it revealing to you? Not only what your true passion is, but what is it that's blocking you? What are the cycles that have been repeating? Allow her energy to cast out fear. Feel your skin lit up by her beautiful rays. She's not here to frighten. She's not here to increase the fear that darkness brings. She's here to light up those parts that we refuse to look at, those bits that we're afraid of. She's here to light up the shadow. You may feel emotional, extra emotional. Gemini also encourages and is part of these almost like warring elements, and the light and the shadow can often fight with each other. Which do you want to feed? If you do feel emotional, just let it go. I'm going to have a hot bath in the light of the full moon. I'm so blessed. I have the full moon shining in my bathroom window. If you can, use water to help you release, and to help you also go deep and reconnect with what is that flame in your heart. What is the one thing you feel driven to do that is not about anybody else's thoughts or expectations? It's about your purpose. You may decide in those walnuts to not place just material wishes, but also understanding what is blocking you, to place the energy of what will release you from that block. Maybe it's courage from the heart to follow the heart. Maybe it's clarity to wipe away all those thoughts that come from elsewhere, that help you focus with the whole Sagittarius movement forward, and the bow, the archer. Set your sights on your goal. Maybe it's your heart to feel self-love, and then anything is possible. To see yourself as you truly are, your beautiful soul, and that this life is but a glimpse. Our soul is visiting in this body. Our spirit can create through our thoughts and through our actions. So let our thoughts and actions be the light that guides us through this winter. And with your permission, I will just send Reiki and energy to help empower this. And the energy of this flame, I will put the intention of the healing you need, of the clarity and the insight and the support to come to you, that we are connected, but we are also protected, and all the outside influences that drain us, we find the space, the strength to let them go, to switch them off, to not engage. And with your permission, if you just say yes in your head, if you would like to receive the attunement and Reiki just for the last couple of minutes of this circle together. starts to wander. Breathe deeply into your belly again and breathe out any resistance. Imagine what you need, the light entering, and then out. You're releasing whatever is blocking you, those thoughts that stop you from believing in yourself, the habits that you no longer want to follow, the routines that don't work for you. Welcome, Spirit, to help you. Draw on your own wisdom much, much, much deeper than the experience of this life alone. The wisdom of the Fae and of the stag, the deer, of the hazel, the walnut and the aspen. You have so many allies in nature and in your own nature. My greatest intention and wish for you is that you come home to yourself, that you feel the energy of the universe, the Reiki within you, and that you use it for good and to light up your heart and your intentions, to know you are connected to all things, that we are the stars, we are the moon, and we are the earth. And it's our duty to protect not only ourselves, but all living things. The power of doing this together magnifies it. And I finally send you the wishes, the belief that you know the answer, that you know how to gently move forward authentically, and that you are abundance and you are what you wish. Become that. What you wish in your life, become that yourself. Emanate it, embody it, and trust me, everything else will fall away. As painful as that might be, remind yourself, your soul knows the way. If you wish to ground this in, maybe have a cup of chocolate or a herbal tea if it's late at night. The energy of the full moon carries beyond this one day, and we can draw on that energy as the moon is present always. And it's just the symbolic light of a supermoon really showing us who we are and forcing us to face those things that we wish to get rid of. So my wish for you is that you carry these these soul messages, these deep rooted, the journey that you've been on has led you here, and now is an incredibly potent time to start activating what you want in the world by being what you want in the world. Start with the man in the mirror. Say I love you to yourself in the mirror. Wake up. And when you look in the mirror, really look into your soul and say, I see you, I see you, I see you. And you're creating a ripple of authenticity where people that meet you cannot help but be their true selves, and others, the masks will fall, or they'll leave. They'll start to leave your life. Put your boundaries up of protection and bring a daily practice, even if it's only 1 minute of deep breathing and calming your nervous system, or repeating a kind of spell or a poem that ignites you. I've been listening to music and just dancing and shaking it off. Whatever it is you need to do, I just wish you well and hope that some of these messages resonate with you. And now the circle is closed. Our love unites us, but we are always free to act in the way that we feel. We're connected but not bonded. Much love to you.